My beloved child, stop right here. Do not scroll. Do not skip. Do not look away. This is not control. This is protection. I am placing my hand gently on your shoulder to still you because I have something to place in your spirit that cannot be received in a hurry. Breathe. Slow down. Listen. You did not find this by accident. You were found. I called you into this moment by divine appointment. I led you here because today I am releasing what you have been asking me for: clarity, peace, and the next step. I know you've been whispering in the dark, God, if you hear me, give me a sign. Show me what to do. Hear me now. I heard you, and this is your sign. This is your holy interruption. This moment has been written into your story since before you felt the weight you are carrying now. You did not stumble in. You were guided here. I am the one who orders your steps, and I have positioned you here because the question in your heart is ready to be answered, and the storm in your mind is ready to be calmed. Do not let distractions steal this from you. If you walk away now, you will miss the precise confirmation I have prepared for your heart today. Not because I will withdraw my love remains, but because there are doors that open when you stop and allow me to speak to the real you. There is a peace I am pouring out now that cannot be caught while racing past. Stay, let me speak. There is a sentence, a phrase, a moment coming that will make what has felt tangled begin to loosen. Do not trade it for another hurried scroll. I am not coming to you with condemnation, my child. Hear me, I am near with compassion. This is not a scolding, this is a rescue. I interrupt not to embarrass you, but to pull you out of the undertow that has tried to pull your hope under. My interruption is mercy. My voice is a lighthouse, not a siren of shame. I am not here to replay your failures. I am here to restore your footing. I do not turn away from your weakness. I cover it with my strength. You cannot outsin my mercy, and you cannot outpace my pursuit. Let this be your small, holy act of obedience. Stay. Put aside what tugs at you for a few minutes and give me your full attention. If you need a tangible step, whisper, I'm staying. Write it where you are, if you must. Anchor your decision. Choose presence over panic. I am moving right now. I am settling the dust in your soul so you can see again. You have been searching for clarity like someone feeling for a light switch in the dark. You have been bracing yourself, waiting for the next wave of uncertainty to hit. But hear me, I am the one who speaks, peace, be still, and the wind knows my name. I am stepping into your atmosphere. I am lifting the confusion that has numbered your thoughts and replacing it with a steady knowing. As you remain, I will start to untie the knot you have carried in your chest. As you listen, you will feel the pressure ease. As you open your heart, you will begin to recognize that I have been closer than your next breath. My child, I want you to know this at the start. I know you. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you mine. Not because you have performed perfectly, but because I set my love on you before you took your first breath. I have numbered your days, and I stand in this one with purpose. I am the author of your story, and I waste nothing, not your tears, not your questions, not even the delays you do not understand. Today, I am turning the volume down on the noise and lifting your head to see what I have been quietly preparing. You have said, maybe I'm imagining this, maybe I'm not worthy of an answer. Hear the truth from my mouth. You are not defined by the voice of fear, the voice of shame, or the voice of unworthiness. You are defined by my love. My mercy is speaking over you right now, and it says, welcome, come closer, let me see you. Not the image you curate for others, the real you. When you let me truly see you, everything begins to change. Stay and let the light of my presence fall on the places you keep in shadow. Not to expose you to humiliation, but to uncover you for healing. You are at a turning point. This is the narrow bridge between what was and what will be. Do not rush across it. Walk with me. If you will lean in, I will give you instruction that will sound like risk to your fear, but will lead you into safety and peace. Right now, all I am asking is this: remain. Keep your heart open. Let my words find the soil of your spirit. I am planting assurance where anxiety has lived. I am planting direction where confusion has grown wild. I am planting courage where hesitation has built walls. I know the pull to keep moving. I know the habit of escape. But I am breaking that cycle in you with my kindness. My kindness is not passive. It is power bending toward you. I have arranged this exact moment, a window of grace, and I am pouring clarity into it. There will be a point, as you keep listening, when you recognize it. A stillness inside, a lifting, a knowing. You will say, "That was for me. It is for you. It is now." So stay to the end. This is my promise to you. There will be a moment where what has confused you will begin to make sense. The scattered pieces will begin to fit. The heavy questions will feel lighter, because the weight of my presence will carry them with you. Do not look away. Do not surrender this encounter to distraction. You asked me to speak. I am speaking. You asked me to guide. I am guiding. You asked me for peace. I am releasing it even now. My beloved child, I have called you here by divine appointment. Today, not tomorrow. This is your invitation. This is your holy encounter. Stay and receive the clarity you have been begging for. Stay and let my peace settle on you like a covering. Stay and know that you are seen, you are held, and you are not alone. My child, I have seen what you do not say out loud. I have watched the way you turn your face to the side on your pillow, so your tears slide quietly and do not wake anyone. I have seen you in the bathroom mirror, steadying yourself with both hands on the counter, practicing a smile that can make it through the next hour. I have counted the moments you have carried conversation for others while your own heart was breaking. I have been present in the car after you closed the door, where the air held your sigh and the dashboard lights flickered like a tiny sanctuary for your grief. You have been strong for so many people. You have felt like a pillar for others to lean on, but inside, you have been asking, "Who holds me while I hold everyone else?" I do. I see the mental exhaustion that does not announce itself with fevers or bandages, the kind that stacks thoughts like heavy boxes in your chest. I see the tabs open in your mind that never seem to close. I know the tremble in your hands when no one is looking, the tightness beneath your ribs that you call normal now. I have listened to the accusation in your own head that calls you weak when you feel too tired to pray the way you used to. Hear me. I am not confused by your struggle. I am not surprised by your questions. I am not disappointed in your tears. Your tears have been prayers with no words, and I have gathered every one of them. Not one has fallen unnoticed. Not one has been wasted. You have whispered inside, "What if nothing changes? What if I am stuck like this? What if I miss what you have for me because I am not strong enough? What if my faith is failing?" Beloved, I want you to hear me speak directly into that fear. You thought your trembling meant you had no faith, but I have counted it as faith every time you reached for me with shaking hands. You thought your silence in the night was proof that I had left you, but your very breath lifted toward me, aching for help, was worship that moved my heart. You thought your weariness disqualified you, but I have not measured you by your stamina. I have measured you by my cross, and there I called you worthy. You call it failing faith because it does not feel triumphant. I call it honest faith because it kept turning toward me, even through tears. You thought I was silent, but I was close, closer than the ache in your chest. You thought I forgot, but I was guarding, guarding you from doors that looked like opportunities but would have wounded you deeper, guarding you from answers that came too soon and would have crushed roots not yet ready. You thought I turned my face away, but I was leaning in. I stood watch when the night stretched long. I placed a shield around your mind when the storm wanted to sweep you into panic. I nudged a text to arrive late so you would not step into a trap. I let an invitation pass you by so you would not find yourself yoked to harm. You saw absence, but I saw a way to keep you safe. Let me speak tenderness to the weight you have carried being the strong one. Strength is not the mask you wear to reassure others while you bleed inside. True strength is the nearness of my presence holding what you cannot. You do not need to perform for me. I do not require the sanitized version of your heart. I search hearts, and I know what lies behind your practiced answers. I understand the language of your sighs, the words you never learned how to speak. Let me see the real you, the anger you feel guilty about, the jealousy you hate to admit, the numbness that worries you, the hope you barely dare to hold. I do not turn away from your scars. I run toward them with healing in my hands. My child, honesty is not a risk with me. It is the door. Do not be afraid to lay down the script you think will impress me. I do not need you to be impressive. I want you to be true. When you bring me your truth, I bring you my freedom. When you stop hiding what hurts, I pour oil on those places. I am near to the brokenhearted. I draw close and bind up what is shattered. I keep a careful record of your tears because they matter to me. I have loved you through the nights when you thought you were unlovable. I have named you mine when you felt unnamed by everyone else. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you mine. There were days when your prayers felt like stones thrown upward, only to fall back heavy into your lap. But while you felt nothing, I was collecting every cry. I was shaping you in quiet. I was training your roots to drink from me, so that when storms come again, you will not be uprooted. You thought you were losing time during the delays, but I was redeeming your time, building things in you that will protect you in the places you are asking me to bring you into. You saw doors close and said, I failed. I saw those same doors and said, not this one, not like this, not now. I have not been punishing you with waiting. I have been preserving you in preparation. Do not despise your tenderness. Do not despise your tears. They are not weakness. They are evidence that your heart is alive. And I am not offering you shame for being human. I am offering you rest for being weary. Come exactly as you are in this moment. If all you can manage is a whisper, let that whisper be honest. If all you can give me is the truth that you are tired and afraid, bring it. I already know, but when you bring it, the weight begins to shift from your shoulders to mine. This is how peace begins, not by pretending you are unhurt, but by letting me hold the parts that ache. You have believed that if you show me the mess, I might step back. Hear me, I do not step back, I step in. I am not threatened by what overwhelms you. I am the one who speaks to storms, and they grow quiet. Even now, as you stay, I am lifting the pressure that has been sitting on your chest. Even now, I am steadying the place inside you that has been wobbling like a table with a missing leg. Even now, I am calming the what-ifs that have ganged up on your mind. You will feel me, not as fireworks, but as a deep exhale, not as a performance, but as presence. Let me see you. Let me see the you who has held it together for everyone else. Let me see the you that sits behind the closed door and wonders if I still care. I have seen, I have cared, I have carried, and I am not done. This is the moment where you stop measuring your worth by how steady you look and start trusting my steadiness toward you. This is where the shame that hisses, "You should be stronger by now," loses its voice under the sound of my compassion. This is where the fear that says, "Nothing will change," is answered by my promise. Stay with me, and you will see change begin within you first, and then around you. My beloved child, you are not hidden from me. Your quiet battles have not been fought alone. I have surrounded you with my care when you felt most exposed. I have watched over your coming and your going. I have sat with you in the silence and spoken to you with more than words. You are seen. You are known. You are deeply loved. Keep your heart open. Keep breathing here with me. What has weighed on you is already loosening under my gaze. I am right here, and I will not let you go. My child, listen closely. This is the moment where a lying narrator loses its microphone. Shame has been speaking like a counterfeit prophet over your life, predicting endings I never wrote. It has been whispering, "You're too far gone. You ruined it. God is tired of you. You had your chance. You are disqualified." It has been telling you to hide, to perform, to smooth your face and shrink your hope. It has rehearsed your missteps like a script, trying to convince you that failure is your name. But hear me, shame is not your narrator. My mercy is, and my mercy is speaking over you right now. Do not let shame decide what you receive today. Do not let it become the gatekeeper that stands at the door of my promises with arms crossed. Shame is a poor judge and a worse prophet. It predicts condemnation where I have written compassion. It predicts distance where I have chosen nearness. It tells you to earn what I have already offered at great cost to myself. It is the voice that says, "Hide until you are clean," but I say, "Come as you are, and I will cleanse you." It says, "You must pay," but I say, "The price has been paid." I want you to look at those lines shame has repeated. You're too far gone. You ruined it. God is tired of you. Hear my answer in the light of the cross. You cannot out-sin my mercy. My compassion does not have an expiration date. My love is not subject to your worst day. I measured your worth by my cross. At the cross, I declared you worthy. At the cross, I removed the power of guilt to name you. At the cross, I made a way for you to come home, not as a beggar hovering at the edge of the table, but as my beloved seated and fed. I do not turn away from your wounds. I run toward them. I do not recoil from your scars. I redeem them. What you have tried to hide from my eyes, I am asking you to bring into my hands, not to condemn you, but to transform you. Your scars are not the proof that you are disqualified. They are the places where my healing is about to make you strong. Where you were cut, I will stitch grace. Where you were burned, I will cool with living water. Where you were broken, I will set the bone so it heals stronger than before. You have been rehearsing your failures like lines in a play, and each time you speak them, they bind you tighter. Today, lay down the script. Stop telling your heart that its worst moment is its truest self. Stop introducing yourself to your future by the names your past gave you. I am here to rename you. I call you mine. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you held. I call you restored. I call you beloved. These names do not wobble under pressure. When I give a name, no one can take it away. You say, "But I knew better and still did it." I say, "My mercy is deeper than your misjudgment." You say, "I wasted years." I say, "I redeem time." You say, "I hurt people I love." I say, "Bring me the truth, make amends as I lead you, and watch me weave even this into healing." You say, "I went back to what you delivered me from." I say, "I am not counting your steps away. I am rejoicing over your steps toward me now." The enemy loves to gather your regrets and stack them like stones to build a prison. I take those same stones and build an altar of remembrance where you will worship and say, "He met me here." Shame will try to interrupt this moment even now. It will say, "Be careful, don't hope too much." But I did not bring you here to tease you with hope. I brought you here to anchor you in it. My beloved, let me exchange with you. You give me the cloak of shame you have worn like weather. and I will place a covering of joy on your shoulders. You give me the heavy labels others put on you, reckless, unworthy, failure, and I will place my name over you, forgiven, chosen, mine. You have called your heart a mess. I call it a home I have chosen to dwell in. This is your instruction, simple and holy. Stop rehearsing failures as identity. Surrender them as material I transform. Tell me plainly, the sentence shame keeps replaying. Say it out loud here with me if you can. Now hand it to me. Do not polish it. Do not justify it. Place it in my hands as raw as it is. I will not crush you with it. I will crush the lie wrapped around it. I am the potter. You are the clay. The cracks do not force me to discard you. They give me places to pour in light. Surrender the pieces. Let me make something new. Some of you hold a memory that stings like salt in an open wound. You return to it, punishing yourself, as if enough pain will make you worthy again. That is not how my kingdom works. Pain does not purchase forgiveness. My blood did. Self-punishment does not produce holiness. My spirit does. Receive what shame says you must earn. Lift empty hands. This is not passivity. This is trust. This is the doorway into freedom. Hear me. I am not tired of you. I am relentless in love toward you. I have pursued you through twists you did not foresee and choices you wish you could undo. I have not stopped calling your name. Even now I am lifting the voice of mercy over the chatter of accusation. The judge of all the earth has rendered his verdict over you, and it is not guilty without hope. It is forgiven, reconciled, welcomed. My kindness leads you to change. It does not drive you with a whip. My presence changes what you desire. It does not shame you into pretending. Let me see you. Lift your chin. Look into my face, not the mirror of condemnation. I am not flinching. I am not looking past you to a cleaner version of you. I want the real you, here and now. When you let me truly see you, everything begins to change. Mercy takes the seat where shame used to sit. Hope stands where despair crouched. Peace flows into places panic patrolled. You will not be defined by what you did in the dark. You will be defined by what I am doing in the light. Some will ask, but what about consequences? Trust me with them. I will give you wisdom to walk in humility and to repair what can be repaired. But consequences are not identity. My name over you remains. My hand on you is steady. I will use even the aftershocks to establish deeper roots. I will teach you to live unhidden, unhindered, unashamed, not because you have nothing in your past, but because you have surrendered your past to me. Breathe, beloved, receive. Do not let shame decide what you receive today. Let my mercy speak. Let my naming settle. You are mine. You are chosen. You are redeemed. You are held. Come out from behind the curtain of self-accusation. Walk into the wide place of my acceptance. I am here and I am not leaving. I am placing a crown of beauty where ashes have sat. I am writing a new chapter with the ink of redemption. Stay with me. This is your exchange. This is the beginning of your freedom. My child, now let me speak to the question that has sat heavy in your chest. Why has it taken so long? You have counted calendars like a watchman scanning the horizon for a ship that does not appear. You have marked anniversaries with a mixture of love and ache. You have said, I believed, I asked, I did what I could, so why am I still here? Hear me. What felt like my absence was often my protection and preparation for the very thing you asked me for. I did not ignore you. I was guarding you. I was forming you. I was aligning what you could not see. You saw delay, but I saw roots. The seed that breaks the surface too soon cannot carry the fruit it was made to bear. I sent you downward before upward so that when the winds rise, and they always rise, you will not be uprooted by the very blessing you prayed for. You saw stillness, but I saw strengthening. I was quietly reinforcing the places that had cracked under old pressures so they would not split again under new weight. You saw doors that did not open, but I saw traps disguised as opportunities, alliances that looked shiny and safe but would have siphoned your peace and drained your purpose. You have tasted the fatigue of unanswered prayers. You have stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Do you hear me?" I heard you. Every time. Your whispers have never had to compete for my attention, and I was not indifferent while you waited. I was renewing you in the waiting, exchanging your weariness for a strength you could not manufacture. In the stillness, I was teaching you to breathe again, to anchor again, to let me be enough when outcomes were uncertain. Waiting with me is not wasted time. It is a holy exchange. I take the frantic pace of fear and trade it for a steady heart. I take the panic of when and train it to trust my how. You saw your hands empty, but I was training those same hands. I was teaching you how to hold what lasts. I trained your hands to build and not break, to bless and not grasp, to fight the right battles and to lay down the wrong ones. I gave you skill in hidden seasons, discernment sharpened in quiet, endurance forged in the long hallway between promise and fulfillment, humility grown in prayer closets no one else applauds. You thought you were standing still, but you were learning to stand. You thought you were losing ground, but I was giving you ground within yourself. Character, patience, a compass set to my voice so you would not lose yourself when success starts speaking loudly. My timing is not cruel, it is careful. I do not withhold to tease you. I time things to preserve you. I am the architect who lets the foundation cure before the walls go up. I am the potter who lets the clay rest between wheel and kiln, so it will not crack under the fire that makes it strong. I am the gardener who prunes not to punish, but to multiply fruit when the season is right. I am the archer who pulls the string back, not to increase the pain of tension, but to increase the distance of release. Beloved, the pullback was not rejection, it was setup. You saw others move forward and wondered if you were forgotten. You congratulated their engagements, their promotions, their pregnancies, their breakthroughs, and you smiled while your heart asked, "What about me?" I saw your celebration for others, and it was worship to me. I counted it as honor. I was not shaming you with their timing. I was shielding you in yours. I was aligning the people, the places, the provision, and the preparation so that when the door opens for you, it will not be halfway. I have been orchestrating details you would never think to ask for, chemistries of relationship, unseen protections, last-minute reroutes to keep you from being bound to what would unravel you later. You say, "But the years feel lost." Hear me. I do not waste years. I redeem them. I gather what you call lost seasons, and I harvest what grew underground. Wisdom, compassion, the ability to notice those who wait behind you. I give you language to comfort others with the comfort you received when no one saw. I am making you into a shelter because you know what it is to search for one. None of your tears were meaningless. None of your waiting days were blank pages. I have been writing depth into you. Depth that cannot be faked. Depth that will anchor others when the storm looks like it might win. You saw silence, but I was speaking to you in a different language. I was guiding you by closed doors as clearly as by open ones. I let certain numbers not call you back. I let certain applications go unanswered. I let certain relationships cool. Not to leave you alone, but to clear the noise so you would not be seduced into places smaller than your purpose. I put you in rooms where you felt invisible so you would stop performing and start being. I let you feel your longing without easy distractions, not to torment you, but to purify your want, so that what you are longing for now is closer to my heart than to your fear. You asked me for peace, not just success. You asked me for a love that mirrors mine, not just any company. You asked me for work that matters, not just a paycheck. You asked me for a life you don't have to escape. Do you see? I delayed what would satisfy you quickly to give you what would satisfy you deeply. I was unlearning in you the reflex to reach for what numbs, and rebuilding in you the reflex to reach for me. This takes time, and I have not been careless with your time. I have been forming a steadiness that will carry you when applause stops, and distractions cannot fill you. Some of what you call delay was me waiting for your yes to stop being conditional. You attached my instruction to your comfort. You made obedience negotiable. In kindness, I kept you in classrooms you did not ask for, until your trust was not a performance, but a posture. Now, as you surrender, you will find my instruction leads you into a peace you thought only circumstances could give. I did not keep you waiting to break your spirit. I kept you waiting to heal it. I know there is grief in this story. I do not minimize it. There were birthdays you thought would look different. There were conversations you prayed to have that never came. There were endings that felt like betrayal. I sat with you in those rooms. I placed my hand on your back when sleep would not come. I have kept a tender record of what you lost and what it cost you to keep trusting me. I am not asking you to pretend it did not hurt. I am asking you to offer me the hurt so I can make it holy. I will weave even the sorrow into a strength that carries my compassion. The very things you thought disqualified you will become the places where others find healing through you. You saw yourself getting behind. Beloved, behind what? Behind whom? I do not measure you by comparison. I measure you by calling. And calling is not a race against your neighbor. It is a walk with me. When I say now, it will be now. When I say move, the path that looked impossible will open. I have been teaching you to know my voice, so when the moment comes, you do not second-guess the door I set before you. Hear me again with clarity. The waiting was not punishment. It was protection and preparation. It has trained your eyes to see past glitter to substance. It has trained your heart to value my presence above quick fixes. It has trained your will to choose me when another shortcut winks at you. It has stretched your capacity to hold blessing without it holding you. The strength you feel growing now did not appear from nowhere. It is the fruit of that hidden season. So breathe. Do not despise the days that seemed slow. Do not curse the pauses that frustrated you. They were the guardrails that kept you from going over the edge. They were the silent classrooms where I taught you to recognize my footsteps. They were the workshops where I fitted you with armor that looks like humility, gratitude, and discernment. You are not late. You are right on time for what I am unfolding. Stay with me here, beloved. Let the truth settle. I have not been withholding goodness. I have been shaping you for it. I have not been ignoring your prayers. I have been answering them at a level you did not think to ask for: stability, wholeness, wisdom, and an unshakable peace. What you call waiting, heaven has called preparation. And now, as you continue to surrender and obey, you will see why the timing mattered. Doors will open that do not have regret attached. Opportunities will arise that do not require you to abandon your soul to seize them. Relationships will be given that do not ask you to shrink your identity to keep them. My child, lift your head. The long road has not been wasted. It has been sacred. I have walked every step with you. I have not failed you. I am not about to start. Keep your heart soft. Keep your ear tuned. Keep your hands open. What felt like delay was design. What felt like silence was strategy. And what felt like absence was my nearness guarding you until you were ready to receive what I am placing into your life without it breaking you or replacing me. My child, do not skip. Do not look away. Stay with me here. You are nearer than you feel. You are standing at a holy threshold, and the air around you is heavy with what I am about to release. The long preparation has brought you to a doorway you cannot open by panic, only by presence. If you walk away now, you will miss what I have been aligning. Do not skip. I know your soul is tired. I know the part of you that has learned to brace for disappointment wants to shut down right here to protect itself from hope. But listen to me. The temptation to quit grows loudest right before the turn. The last bend before the view feels like an endless hallway. The final strokes before shore are the ones that burn your muscles and whisper, "Let go. Do not let go. Not now." The strength you think you do not have is the strength I am supplying even while you listen. The enemy has studied your patterns. He does not always throw chaos at you. Sometimes he offers a quiet, numbing drift. He distracts you with small screens and soft scrolls. He feeds you delays disguised as "I'll pray later. I'll come back to this. I just need a minute to check one more thing." He would rather you go numb than come near. He would rather you drift than decide. He would rather you silence your ache with endless feed than lift your ache to me in honest surrender. See it for what it is, not rest, but a thief, not relief, but a slow leak of your focus. My child, do not skip. Lean closer, breathe with me. This is not manipulation, this is mercy. I am not pressuring you, I am preserving you. I am drawing you into the quiet room where your heart can hear me say, "Peace." My peace is not a theory. It is a presence that settles over you and within you. It is the first sign that change has already begun. Inside you. Feel it now, even as your chest loosens and the noise lowers. This is me. This is the doorway opening where panic cannot follow. You are at the point where choices become gates. Choosing to stay present with me in this very moment is part of your breakthrough. The door you have been praying for does not swing on the hinge of more striving. It swings on the hinge of surrender. If this is speaking to you, if your spirit is recognizing your name in my voice, type Jesus or type I receive. Not for the channel, for your own surrender. Mark this moment. Let your fingers do what your heart is deciding. Yes. Hear me. I am not dangling hope in front of you. I am inviting you to step into it. You have been trained in the quiet, and now I am activating what I built in you there. The flicker of peace you feel is not fragile. It is the spark of a settled fire I am lighting in you. It will endure the wind. It will outlast the noise. It will be the inner lamp that steadies you as external doors begin to open. You have told yourself nothing ever changes, and you have tried to preempt pain by expecting less. But hope in me is not the same as fantasy. Hope in me is a rope that holds. It is the line I have tied around you while you learn to trust my pull. Even now I am drawing you in, not by condemnation, but by compassion. I know the places in you that brace for the blow. Let me touch them. Let me teach your nervous system a new story. You are safe with me. Do not skip. Stay. Fix your attention for a few more breaths. Whisper, "I am here, Lord." Put your hand over your heart if you can. Let the truth settle. You are not at the end. You are at the edge. The fatigue is not a sign to quit. It is a sign you are crossing. The heaviness is not a verdict. It is the last weight falling off before you step into the new ground. I am with you in the crossing. I am steadying your foot as it finds the threshold. The distraction will try again. A notification, a memory, a sudden urge to clean, to check, to postpone. Recognize it, name it, choose me over it. This is how you win battles that do not look like battles. This is how you close the door on 1,000 tiny leaks of purpose. You choose me in the little minutes where no one is applauding. You choose to listen when everything else invites you to numb. Beloved, your choice right here is weighty. It is the small hinge swinging the large door. I am not asking you to manufacture emotion. I am asking you to agree with me. Agree that you are not late. Agree that I have kept you. Agree that my peace is a real sign of my nearness. Agree that the story is turning and that your obedience, even in listening, is part of that turn. Type Jesus, type I receive. Let your agreement leave a trail behind you. Let today be the marker you point to when you say, "That was the day I stayed." You have wondered, what if I hope and it hurts again? My answer is this: I will walk with you in whatever comes, and I am already shaping outcomes in your favor. Stay long enough to hear the next instruction. Stay soft enough to feel me write it on your heart. I am simplifying the cluttered corridors of your mind. I am quieting the courtroom where self-accusation kept calling witnesses. I am releasing a stillness that will become your strategy. Peace as your compass, not panic as your pilot. Look at me. Let me see you. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for presence. Your presence with me is the birthplace of courage. Your presence with me is the place where fear cannot script your next step. Even now, I am lifting off the cloak of foreboding that told you to expect the worst. Even now, I am placing a mantle of expectation that tells you to look for my goodness, to weigh decisions by my peace, to notice how doors that require you to abandon your soul are not your doors. Do not skip another 30 seconds, another breath. Feel the pressure ease under my hand. Feel the courage rise that does not sound like noise but like quiet resolve. This is me. This is your threshold. The story you have been praying to step into is not miles away. It is one obedient step from this moment. You will see confirmation. You will hear me where you used to only hear worry. You will sense alignment where you used to feel chaos. These are not small things. They are the first fruits of the promise. If this is hitting the place you live, respond to me now. Type Jesus, type I receive. Say it out loud if you can. I choose to stay with you, Lord. Your agreement is not for performance. It is for partnership. You and I are walking this turn together. Do not skip. Do not drift. Do not hand this moment to distraction. You are crossing, beloved. You are nearer than you feel. And I am here, holding you steady as the door begins to open. My child, come closer. Let me see you, not the practiced smile, not the answer you think I want, not the brave face you wear to keep from scaring yourself. Let me see the you that trembles, the you that is tired, the you that is angry and does not know where to put it. Bring me the fear that keeps predicting disaster. Bring me the disappointment that sits like a stone in your chest. Bring me the confusion that knots your thoughts. I am not shocked by your truth. I am inviting it. This is the place where the door opens, when you stop hiding. You learned to hide to survive. You built a mask because you were afraid of being rejected in your rawness. You performed because performance bought you a few minutes of acceptance. You smiled because you thought tears would make you weak. But hear me, beloved. I do not need your mask, and I am not sustained by your performance. I want you. I want presence, not polish. I want your honesty more than your eloquence. I meet you where you are, and where you are is exactly where healing begins. Do not be afraid of exposure. I do not uncover you to shame you. I uncover to restore. I am a physician, not a prosecutor. I am a father, not a fault finder. When I lift the bandage to look at the wound, it is not to mock the hurt. It is to cleanse it and to close it with my own hands. Hiding keeps it infected. Light heals what secrecy feeds. I will not humiliate you. I will not parade your pain. I will sit with you. I will tend to you, and I will rebuild you from the inside out. Listen to my questions and answer them with me in this room of peace. What are you afraid will happen if you trust again? Name it. Are you afraid you will be abandoned, betrayed, laughed at, that you will pour out and be left empty, that you will let your guard down and be punished for your tenderness? Tell me. I will not belittle your fear. I will hold it while I teach your heart a new memory. What wound keeps controlling your choices? Is it the breakup that rewired your reflexes? The childhood words that told you you were too much or not enough? The failure that made you vow never to try again? Bring that wound into my light. Let me put my hand there. You do not have to rehearse the story 1,000 times. Just open it to me and let me speak a new ending in you. Grace is drawn to humility. When you act like you do not need me, you shut the window on the wind of my help. When you come as you are and tell me the truth, you fling the window wide. I oppose the mask that insists, I'm fine, not because I am cruel, but because the mask keeps you from what you actually need. I pour out grace on the humble heart. I lift the one who kneels. I rush to the one who says, I cannot fix this without you. And when you confess, when you bring your true state into my presence, healing begins to flow like water over thirsty ground. Begin simply, one honest sentence. That is your step through the open door. Whisper it now. Lord, I'm tired, or Lord, I'm scared, or I'm angry and I don't know what to do with it, or I don't know how to trust you here. Let your mouth agree with what your heart has carried. I am not collecting admissions to weigh you down. I am catching truth to set you free. Truth in my presence does not condemn. Truth in my presence is the key that clicks and locked places start to open. Let me see your anger without the filter. You judged yourself for feeling it, so you hid it under quiet compliance. Bring it here. You are not dangerous with me. I can hold your heat and turn it into energy for healing instead of fuel for destruction. Let me see your disappointment with me. You were taught not to say that, but I already know. I will not punish your honesty. I will meet it with revelation. I will show you where I was when you thought I wasn't. I will untangle your conclusions from your pain. Let me see your confusion. You do not have to have an answer for every why. You just have to bring the why to me and let me be your answer. You have hidden in different places, behind busyness that makes you feel necessary, behind competence that keeps you from needing help, behind jokes that turn every wound into a punchline, even behind religion that quotes words without letting me touch the heart beneath them. None of these coverings can keep the rain off your soul. Let me be your shelter. Step out from the umbrellas that leak. Stand under my covering. I do not expose to shame. I reveal to redeem. I do not strip you to make you small. I remove the armor that has grown too heavy so you can run again. Breathe and listen. Where in your body do you carry the dread? Where do you feel the clenched fist inside you? Put your hand there. Invite me in. Jesus, come here. This is not theatrics. This is tenderness. My peace can meet you in your very cells. My spirit will bring to mind moments that need my voice. Do not run from them. I am with you in the memory, rewriting the script. I am teaching your nervous system that safety is possible again in my presence. The old reflex that says, brace, hide, will learn a new cue. Breathe, open, receive. Let me ask again, because repetition breaks through the wall. What are you afraid will happen if you trust again? Will you be disappointed? I am not a man that I should lie to you. Will you be humiliated? I will cover your dignity. Will you lose control? Control has been your false god. Its cost is high and its comfort is shallow. Trade it for trust. Let me be your control. Hand me the wheel you are too exhausted to grip. You have been driving from the back seat of fear. Come up front with me, sit beside me. Let me set the speed. Let me choose the lane. Let me take the exit you would have missed. I will not make you small for being human. I will not punish you for needing me. The door you are waiting for is not a brass gate in the distance. It is a hinge inside your chest. Honesty turns it. Humility opens it. Surrender keeps it from swinging shut. When you confess, the lie loses jurisdiction. When you admit, the pretense dissolves. When you let me see you, you discover I have been seeing you all along, and I have loved you fully, in full knowledge, without flinching. Now, let me guide you. Speak your one sentence. Pause. Wait for my peace to land on it. Feel how I do not recoil. Hear me say, even in the quiet, I know, I am here, I am not leaving. If you want to seal this step, write it in the open. Type, here I am. Type, I surrender. This is not for show. It is a stake in the ground your future self will point back to. It is the public yes that aligns your private heart with my healing. There are wounds that have bossed you around. A father's silence, a friend's betrayal, a door that closed with no explanation. They trained your expectations to anticipate loss. Today, I am retraining your heart by my presence. My love reparents the places that were neglected. My nearness rewrites the lesson that said, you are on your own. You are not on your own. You are mine. I have set my affection on you. I have carved your name into my keeping. I am not studying you for weaknesses to exploit. I am searching you for places to pour oil and wine. Do not despise small beginnings of honesty. A single true sentence can break a decade of pretended strength. A single tear can irrigate ground you thought was forever barren. A single yes can collapse a fortress you have spent years maintaining. This is how my kingdom moves. Mustard seed small and mountain moving sure. You do not need to solve everything right now. You need to stop hiding and let me begin. I see the part of you that wants to move on quickly, to keep this from feeling too vulnerable. Stay. Let me do what only I can do. Lay down the clever story you use to stay safe. Pick up the simple truth, I need you. Grace floods there. Mercy multiplies there. Wisdom begins to rise there. The proud heart cannot receive what the humble heart is drenched in. Let me soak you in grace. Let me teach you to walk unhidden. Hear the promise inside my invitation. The door opens when you stop hiding. Peace will become your guard. Discernment will sharpen. Relationships that could not hold the real you will shift, and the ones I send will be able to meet you in truth. Choices will unclench. The weight you carried alone will be redistributed to my shoulders, and the voice that once told you to brace for the worst will fall quiet under the louder word of my love. Come into the light, beloved, let me see you. You do not have to manage my perception. You could never shock me away. I chose you with eyes wide open. I am here to heal, to restore, to settle you in a way striving never could. Begin with your one sentence. Breathe. Stay. Let the uncovering become your recovery. Let the honesty you feared become the doorway you needed. I am with you, and I am not letting go. My child, stay with me. The door has opened in your honesty, and now I am not only soothing you, I am leading you. Comfort was the hand that brought you close. Instruction is the hand that guides your feet. Love does not leave you where it found you. Love takes you by the hand and says, this way. Obedience will feel like risk because it asks you to step out of what numbed you, but on the other side of that step is the peace you have been begging me for. Hear me. I am not trying to make your life smaller. I am protecting the future you prayed for. My commands are not cages. They are railings on a high path. They keep you from edges that look romantic but drop into valleys you are not built to survive. You have asked me for clarity, and this is clarity. Take the step I am highlighting. Do not wait for the fear to vanish before you move. Feel the fear and choose me anyway. Peace follows obedience like the tide follows the moon. Let me make it plain. For some of you, the step is forgiveness. not pretending it did not hurt, not erasing justice, but releasing the claim you have been clutching because it is poisoning you. Hand me the debt. I am a better judge than you are, and I will handle what you cannot carry. For others, it is to release a relationship you already know cannot hold the truth of who you are becoming. You thought holding on was loyalty. In this case, holding on is disobedience. Release them to me. Do not marry what I only assigned for a season. For some, your step is to return to prayer, not as punishment, but as oxygen. Wake with me before the noise. Set a simple time. Keep it small and faithful. For others, it is to stop compromising in the place you keep calling gray. You have justified what keeps wounding your peace. End the secret thread. Delete the access point. Throw away what keeps you bound. For some, it is to start the thing you have delayed, a call you have kept on the shelf because fear told you to wait. Make the call. Write the first page. Submit the application. Schedule the meeting. For others, it is to set a boundary where you have allowed chaos to enter your home and mind. Saying no here is not rejection, it is stewardship. I am not calling you to be cruel. I am calling you to be clear. You have asked, how do I know it is you? Let me teach you the difference between anxiety and my conviction. Anxiety rushes you. It shouts in your ear. It confuses you. It condemns you. It points to catastrophe and then demands you fix everything in the next 5 minutes. It multiplies shame and leaves you spinning. That is not my voice. My conviction is firm but gentle. It is clear and specific. It does not insult you. It invites you. It names the next step without hurling you into a storm of 1,000 hypotheticals. It grieves what harms you, but it never crushes you. And here is how you will know. When you say yes to my conviction before anything on the outside changes, peace begins to land on the inside. The storm may still be loud around you, but a stillness will take root within you. That stillness is my signature. When you are deciding what to do next, hold the moment up to 3 filters with me. First, does this align with my character, love and holiness together? Love without manipulation, holiness without harshness. If the step requires you to lie, to wound, to revenge, or to trample the dignity of another or of yourself, it is not me. Second, when you surrender to this step, does peace arrive? Not the relief of avoidance, but the deep exhale of alignment. Even if the step is hard, does your spirit settle as you agree? Third, does this require faith over fear? Not recklessness, but trust. Do you have to lean on me beyond your comfort zone? Faith leans, fear clings. Choose the one that calls you into my arms, not the one that chains you to your panic. If this is touching the place you live, type I will obey, not as a show, as a stake in the ground. Your fingers can preach what your heart is deciding. There is power in your agreement. Heaven pays attention when you consent to my leading. Some of you have been asking for a new season while dragging old disobedience like a locked anchor. You want fresh wind, but your sail is tangled around a choice you refuse to face. I am not scolding you. I am freeing you with truth. Untie what I am pointing to. Name it with me. Take the step. Watch how quickly the wind fills what you thought was dead. Others have made obedience into a performance to impress me. Beloved, you cannot impress the one who made the mountains you climb. I am not evaluating your show. I am inviting your surrender. Obedience is not your payment. It is your pathway into peace. You say, but what if I get hurt? Hear me. Some obedience will break ties that kept you cushioned by false comfort. There may be an ache as you release, but I am the comforter who meets you on the other side of clean breaks. The temporary ache of obedience is lighter than the chronic pain of disobedience. You say, what if I fail? Listen, failure is not final when you walk with me. I thread learning into your steps. I can course-correct a moving heart faster than I can steer a parked one. Start moving. For someone listening, your step is to make the apology you have rehearsed but refused. Humble yourself and make it. For another, it is to end a hidden habit you nurse at night. When no one is watching, close the screen, delete the app, change the routine. For someone else, it is to ask for help. A counselor, a pastor, a trusted friend. Pride keeps you isolated. Humility gets you healed. For another, it is to return to gathering with believers. You have made loneliness your clarity, but isolation has been your enemy's workshop. Come back to the table. I am not asking you to obey me in your own strength. I give what I command. My grace is not just pardon, it is power. As you choose me, I will supply you. As you step, I will steady you. As you risk, I will wrap you in peace. You will discover that obedience, even when it trembles, becomes the quietest room in the house of your life. The noise falls away when you stand where I told you to stand. Do not wait for the perfect plan. Take the next right step. I will meet you in motion. I will confirm through my peace, through alignment you could not engineer, and through wise counsel that echoes what I have whispered. I am not a god of confusion. I will not bait you with mixed signals. If you feel whipped by panic, step back with me. If you feel drawn by clear love, step forward with me. Some of you are afraid of boundaries because you think love means unlimited access. Hear me. Love without truth is not love. It is enabling. Truth without love is not truth. It is a weapon. I am love and truth together. Set the boundary I am showing you. This is not punishment of another. It is protection of what I am growing in you. Guard the morning I have asked for. Guard the bed you keep allowing disrespect into. Guard the mind gates at the hour you are most vulnerable. Peace will rise where you set holy lines. For the one who knows exactly what I am addressing, act within 24 hours. Make the call, write the email, throw the thing away, confess to the safe person, schedule the appointment, put it on the calendar. Do not give procrastination another night to rehearse excuses. The window is a mercy. Use it. As you do, watch the weight shift from your chest to my shoulders. That exchange, your obedience for my peace, will become your testimony. Type I will obey if you know I have been tugging one specific area. Say it aloud if you can. This is not to impress me. This is to align you. Let your yes be yes. Let your heart and your hands move together. Do not wait for the crowd to applaud your choices. Obedience often looks quiet on the outside and thunderous in the spirit. The reward will be more than relief. It will be safety. It will be clarity. It will be the felt nearness of my presence as your compass. I am not leading you into loss. I am leading you out of it. I am not stripping you of joy. I am stripping you of what steals joy. I am not forcing you into tightness. I am ushering you into spacious places where your soul can breathe. Trust me, I see further than you do. I know what convergences are coming, and I am preparing you to meet them with a steady heart. Your obedience today is preemptive protection for tomorrow. Take my hand, one step, then another. Feel the peace that meets you mid-step. This is how we walk, you and I. Presence to presence, instruction to instruction, grace upon grace. Obedience may feel like risk in the moment, but it is the safest road you can choose, because I am on it. And where I am, beloved, peace reigns. My child, stay close. You have taken my hand. You are choosing my way. Now hear what I am releasing over you. What you thought you lost is not lost to me. I am not merely patching the places that tore. I am restoring you in a way that changes what comes next. This is not a return to how things were. This is the redemption of what was stolen, the reweaving of what was unraveled, the resurrection of what you buried because you believed it could not live again. You grieved the time you think you wasted, the years that felt devoured by chaos and delay. Hear me. I can redeem time in ways you cannot imagine. I can make a month accomplish what used to take a year. I can cause a single well-placed yes to achieve what a decade of striving never did. Where you saw only loss, I saw preparation for a restoration that would not collapse under its own weight. Some things were removed because they were harming you. That is mercy. Some things were delayed because they needed to mature to meet you whole. That is wisdom. I have been protecting the future you prayed for. I am rebuilding. I am restoring. I am establishing. Believe me as I speak it again. I am rebuilding your confidence, not the brittle kind that depends on applause, but the quiet assurance that comes from walking with me. I am restoring your joy, the song that shame tried to silence, the laughter that got trapped behind your teeth. I am establishing your feet on steady ground, so you do not live at the mercy of every mood, every rumor, every storm. Stability is not a downgrade. It is the platform where miracles become sustainable. I am restoring clarity to your mind, fog lifting, lies losing volume, wisdom returning like sunrise after a long night. I am restoring purpose, your why sharpening, your assignments aligning, your gifts waking like fields after rain. I am restoring dignity, lifting your chin, washing the residue of failure from your name. I am restoring relationships in the places where truth and health can hold them, and I am releasing you from those that cannot honor who you are becoming. I open doors no one can shut, and I close doors no one can force back open. Trust my hand at the hinges. You brought me ashes from seasons that burned farther than you admitted. Watch what I do with them. I am placing beauty where you kept only soot. The parts of your story you wanted to hide will become altars where others find hope. I make roads in deserts. I carve rivers through ground that said, "No water lives here." I am doing that in you. Do not despise the quiet construction. Do not mistake the soft sound of peace for the absence of power. Peace is power, ordered, guarded, holy. Listen to me, beloved. Do not run back to what I delivered you from. You prayed for release and I opened the way. Do not call it loyalty to return to what starved you. Nostalgia will try to dress your old prisons in pretty light. Remember them truthfully. My rescue is not a suggestion. It is mercy. Do not confuse peace with boredom. You have lived so long in adrenaline that calm feels like emptiness. It is not emptiness, it is healing. Peace is not the absence of passion. It is the presence of order. It is the environment where creativity is born and courage matures. Let your nervous system learn the sound of safety. Let stability be your new normal. I am not giving you back the same thing in the same way. I am giving you something better, wiser, truer. I will not rewind you to naivete. I will crown you with wisdom and wonder together. The opportunities that return will fit the spine I have strengthened. The relationships I restore will have truth in their bones. The work I place in your hands will not use you up. It will flow with the rhythms I am teaching you. The door I open will not slam shut because your foundations will be different. I am not patching a sinking boat. I am building a new vessel for deeper waters. You say, "But I failed," and you carry regret like a chain. Hear me. Regret is not your teacher anymore. I am. I do not erase consequences by pretending they never happened. I transform them into wisdom that protects you. I will make even your missteps serve your future. I will not waste your pain. I am the one who turns graves into gardens, who turns mourning into dancing when the time is full. You cannot out-sin my mercy. I am not negotiating your worth. I settled that at the cross. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you mine. Some of you mourn a dream you laid down because doors kept slamming. Listen, the dream is not dead. The timing was misaligned. I was shaping your character to carry it. You asked for influence. I taught you integrity. You asked for speed. I gave you depth. Now, as you obey, I will breathe on what I told you long ago. For others, I am giving you a new dream you could not have imagined before pain enlarged your compassion. You will build what heals others because you know what it is to be healed. For someone, I am restoring your sleep. Rest will return like a friend you thought you lost. Night will no longer be a courtroom for accusations. It will become a sanctuary where I sing over you. For another, I am restoring your ability to feel joy without premature grief tapping you on the shoulder. You will not sabotage celebration by rehearsing worst-case endings. For another, I am restoring your clarity about a calling you kept foggy on purpose, so you would not have to risk obeying it. The fog is lifting. The step you know you need to take will not seem impossible. It will seem inevitable. Do not sabotage restoration with old patterns. Do not reopen doors I closed by casual curiosity. Do not call chaos passion. Do not call manipulation love. Do not call addiction comfort. You asked me to lead you into peace. Now protect the peace I am giving you. Keep the boundaries I taught you. Keep the mourning I asked you to guard. Keep your words aligned with hope, not with doom rehearsals. What you speak shapes what you expect. Let your mouth agree with my restoration. Hear my anointed refrain over you. I am rebuilding with better materials, truth, humility, courage, patience. I am restoring what you could not restore by yourself. Joy that laughter cannot counterfeit. Steadiness that circumstances cannot steal. I am establishing you, roots deep enough to find water in drought, branches strong enough to hold fruit without breaking. You will not live braced for collapse. You will learn how to live braced by my presence. I am also restoring your sense of timing. You rushed where you should have rested and hesitated where you should have moved. I am recalibrating you. You will feel the green light and move with me. You will sense the red light and wait with me without panic swallowing your patience. This is part of restoration, an inner metronome set to my heartbeat, not to fear's drum. There will be signs, alignments you did not orchestrate, conversations you could not schedule, openings that do not flatter your ego but confirm your assignment, provision that arrives not as lottery but as ordered supply, wisdom that reaches you through counsel that echoes what I already whispered. Pay attention. Do not clutch at every shiny option. Receive the ones that carry my peace. I am making a way in your wilderness. I am causing springs to rise in places you wrote off. This is restoration without regret, not a hollow replay that makes you ache for what was. A fresh chapter that honors where you have been, but refuses to chain you to it. You will not wish yourself backward. You will thank me for bringing you forward with a healed heart and a clearer eye. The shame that tried to script your future will not narrate your next steps. Mercy is speaking a better word over you now. Seal your agreement with me. Say it out loud, even softly. I receive your restoration. Type I receive restoration if you need the courage of a public yes, not to perform, but to align. Let your agreement mark this moment as a turning point. Let your gratitude rise as a guardrail. Thank me in advance and watch how thanksgiving clears pathways for grace to travel. Stay present. Do not leave the workbench while I am rebuilding. Do not rush to decorate what I am still fortifying. I am precise. I am patient. I am unstoppable in love. This is your portion. Joy returning without apology. Clarity settling like a calm sky. Stability under your feet. Purpose in your hands. And peace like a fortress around your next step. I am not just repairing you. I am restoring you in a way that changes what comes next. Walk with me into it, beloved. The door I have opened for you will remain open as you remain with me. My child, as I restore, I also cover. Do not confuse forward motion with exposure. You are not stepping into open danger. You are moving beneath my shelter. I am placing a guard around your mind, a hedge around your home, and a pillar of guidance at your next step. You have felt the wind of dread rise up without warning, the intrusive thoughts that rush like a flood, the heaviness that settles like fog, the sudden pang of what if everything falls apart? I see the battle that no one else sees. I am not shaming you for it. I am stepping into it with you. Listen to me. Those thoughts are not the final word. The accusing voice that tries to narrate your days does not get to write your story. I am speaking a louder, kinder word over your mind. My peace is not fragile. It is not sentimental. My peace is a guard. It stands watch at the door of your heart and your thoughts. Where panic has kept watch, my peace will take its post. Where spirals have claimed your attention, my presence will occupy the space. I place my hand upon your head and quiet the storm inside. I command my messengers to surround you. Yes, I assign help you cannot see. You are not outnumbered. You are not unprotected. I am a shield all around you, and you are hidden in me. Breathe, beloved. You are not the one holding your life together. I am. You have tried to hold every detail like a trembling tower of glass, terrified that one wrong move will shatter everything. Hear me. I am the cornerstone, not you. Exhale the pressure you took on that I never put on your shoulders. Inhale my nearness. Let me be the one who carries the weight, orders your days, and secures your path. I have you. I have your mind. I have your home. I have your tomorrow. Now I will show you simple rhythms that strengthen the cover I place over you. Start your day by yielding your thoughts to me before the noise claims them. Whisper my name when you wake and invite me to guard your mind. Listen to my words. Let truth wash over you like first light. Even 5 minutes, faithful and focused, will begin to rewire the pathways fear has worn. End your day with me too. Release the day into my hands. Turn away from the endless scroll and choose worshipful silence. In the quiet, I will steady your heart. Your soul needs more than stimulation. It needs sanctuary. Close the open windows that invite the storm into your mind. Remove the triggers you already recognize. Mute the voices that stir comparison and self-hatred. Block the access points that pull you into shame. Delete what trains you to obsess over disaster. Set a limit on the late-night hours when your defenses are thin and the lies get loud. This is not legalism, it is wisdom. Guard your eye gates and ear gates, and you will feel the covering of peace grow sturdy. Ask for help when the weight is heavy. Humility invites my healing. Reach out to a trusted friend, a pastor, a counselor. Tell the truth in a safe place. You are not weak for needing community. You are wise. Isolation magnifies lies. Honesty dismantles them. I work through your secret prayers, and I also work through the voices I have placed around you. Let me protect you through them. Now you're home. I am covering your dwelling. Bless the space where you sleep and eat and laugh and weep. Walk through each room and invite my presence to be the ruling atmosphere. Speak peace over your threshold. This home belongs to Jesus. Only what serves his peace may stay. Remove what stirs old bondage. Bring order where chaos creeps. Fill the air with gentle worship or holy stillness. Gratitude is a guard. Let it live at your table. Pray aloud before the day begins. Pray softly as you turn out the lights. My presence is not confined to a building with stained glass. I delight to make your home a sanctuary. I am placing a ring of protection around relationships in your house. Where strife has shouted, I am teaching you soft answers and wise boundaries. Where misunderstanding has frayed trust, I am giving you patient words and listening ears. Where the past tries to enter uninvited, I am closing that door and sealing it with truth. Invite me into conversations before they start. I will be the referee of the moment and the mender afterward. I cover you when you apologize. I cover you when you speak the needed no. I cover you when you build a new rhythm that honors me. As for your next step, do not fear the unknown. I go before you. I am already standing in the place you are walking toward, preparing favor that does not flatter your pride but confirms your purpose. I will show you the turn in the path. I will whisper, "This is the way," inside your spirit as you lean on me. If a door is not for you, I will make it stubborn no matter how you push, because I love you. If a door is yours, I will open it in a way no one can force shut. You do not have to force your future. You only have to follow me. When dread tries to prophesy calamity over your calendar, counter it with agreement to my covering. Say, "I am under the shelter of his wings," not as a magic phrase, but as an alignment with reality. When you step into the meeting, the classroom, the interview, the hospital room, the living room conversation, I am with you. My favor will surround you like a shield. My wisdom will rise within you when you need it, not early to feed anxiety, but right on time to feed courage. Panic plans for every worst-case scene. Peace walks with me one scene at a time. For the one tormented at night by images you did not invite, I am cleansing your imagination. For the one who wakes with a weight on the chest and a forecast of ruin, I am lifting the stone. For the one bracing for catastrophe every time joy appears, I am teaching you to let gladness stay. I rebuke the terror that comes in the dark and the arrows of accusation that fly in the day. I am your wall of fire, and within my circle is safety. Partner with me practically. Keep short accounts. Confess quickly, forgive quickly, release quickly. Eat and rest. Your body is not your enemy. A rested mind receives peace more easily. Keep a small verse of truth visible where your eyes land often. Turn notifications off during the hours you are most vulnerable. Step outside for a few minutes of air and say, "My name," slowly until your heart catches up to your mouth. Call your ally when your thoughts start to race. Sit in quiet and let me be the loudest presence in the room. These are not small acts, they are doors to big mercy. Share this with someone who feels under attack. Let them know I see them too. My covering is not scarce. As you encourage another, you will feel the strength of this word deepen in you. Blessing multiplies when it is given. Hear my final word in this moment. I call you covered, not cornered, guarded, not exposed, anchored, not adrift. Your mind is not a battlefield I cannot reclaim. Your home is not a war zone I cannot calm. Your next step is not a cliff I cannot navigate with you. You are held by the everlasting arms. You are hidden in the shadow of my wing. My angels are on assignment. My peace is standing guard. You will move forward without the old dread riding your shoulders, because I am covering you as you take your next step. Type "I am covered" if your heart is saying yes, and let that agreement become a shield around your day. Remain with me, beloved. Under my covering, you are safe to become everything I have spoken over you. My child, stay. Do not look away. You have come with me through this whole journey, seen in your pain, released from the weight of shame, trained in the waiting that guarded you, called into surrender that reopens your heart, instructed in steps that lead to peace, promised restoration without regret, and covered with protection over your mind, your home, and your next step. Now we seal it. What you are about to pray is not performance. It is agreement. It is your yes becoming sound. If you do not skip this moment, clarity will settle like morning light, and peace will take its seat at the center of you. Breathe with me. Place your hand on your heart if you can. Whisper my name. Let your shoulders drop. I am here. I am listening. I am not rushing you. I am not grading you. I delight in the sound of your voice. Pray with me out loud if you can. I will lead you, phrase by phrase. This is how we close the old and open the new. First, repentance without self-hatred. Say this: Father, I come to you as I am. I turn from my sin and my self-reliance. I turn from bitterness, from unbelief, from the ways I tried to numb what hurt instead of bringing it to you. I confess what I have hidden and what I have excused. I am not my own savior. I receive your mercy again. I will not punish myself to pay a debt you already carried. Wash me, cleanse me, restore the joy of being yours. Now, surrender of fear and the need to control. Say, I lay down my fear of the unknown, my fear of being disappointed, my fear of looking foolish. I release control of outcomes and the timelines I have tried to force. I forgive those who wounded me. I forgive myself for the ways I cooperated with lies. I place my future in your hands. I choose trust over torment. I choose your pace over panic. Now renounce the lies that have narrated your days. Say, in Jesus' name, I break agreement with the lie that I am alone. I break agreement with the lie that I am too late. I break agreement with the lie that I am disqualified. I break agreement with the lie that I am unprotected. I break agreement with the lie that I must earn love to keep it. I renounce the voice that prophesies doom over my joy. I say no to shame as my teacher, and yes to mercy as my guide. Let every false story lose its power over me now. Now receive peace. Say, Prince of Peace, rule in me. Guard my heart and mind. Quiet the storms inside. Let your peace become the atmosphere of my thoughts, the rhythm of my breathing, the cadence of my days. Anoint my head with oil. Let my cup overflow. Let sleep return. Let calm replace dread. Let your presence fill the rooms of my home and the rooms of my mind. Now ask for wisdom and courage to obey. Say, give me wisdom for my next step. Give me courage to move when you say move, and patience to wait when you say wait. Sharpen my discernment. Align my desires with your heart. Place the right counsel around me. Order my calendar. Establish my boundaries. Make obedience sweet to me. Strengthen my yes and steady my no where it protects what you are building. Now, beloved, declare identity and intention with me. Repeat these lines slowly like you are etching truth into stone. I belong to Jesus. I am loved. I am forgiven. I am covered. I am chosen. I am not alone. I will not be ruled by fear. I will be led by peace. I will obey quickly and completely. I will wait with hope and without panic. I receive restoration without regret. I receive clarity, wisdom, and courage. I am stepping into the future God prepared for me. My life is in His hands. My story is in His care. My steps are ordered, and I will walk them out. Let these words become your new normal. Let them live on your tongue when you wake, when you drive, when you feel the old trembling try to return. The repetition is not empty, it is agreement. Your mouth is partnering with my promise. Where your thoughts have been trained by fear, your declarations will retrain them with truth. Now be still for a moment. Do you feel it? The soft weight of my nearness. For some of you, tears rise like a tide. Let them come. They are washing away residue. For others, a warmth settles on your chest, or a quiet, like a blanket, rests on your mind. Receive it. For some, the room feels ordinary, and yet there is a steadying you cannot explain. That steadying is me. Do not evaluate your prayer by your sensations. Measure it by my promise. I heard you. I am sealing this. Hear me. I am placing a seal over what we have prayed. A seal of peace, a seal of belonging, a seal of instruction. You will notice confirmation begin to echo after this moment. My peace will not be a flicker. It will stay and gently correct you when dread tries to return. A passage of scripture will stand up from the page and speak directly to what you asked me. Counsel you trust will echo what I have already whispered. Doors that are not for you will be stubborn. Do not curse the protection. Doors that are yours will open with simplicity. Do not insult my ease by calling it coincidence. Alignment will meet you where striving used to wear you out. I will continue speaking after this video ends. I am not confined to these minutes. I will meet you in the quiet you choose, in the worship you offer, in the conversation where you tell the truth, in the morning when you welcome me before the world claims your attention. My word will be a lamp to you. My peace will be the umpire inside your chest, calling safe and out with kindness and authority. Pay attention to what returns you to rest. That is often me. Pay attention to what steals it. That is often not me. Now make your covenant public as a simple act of faith. Type Amen if you are receiving this and committing your next step to me, not to impress anyone, but to anchor your yes. Let your Amen be a planted flag. This is the day I agreed with God's leading. This is the moment I turned from fear to peace, from delay to obedience, from shame to mercy, from striving to trust. My child, I bless your next decision. I bless your home with quiet strength. I bless your mind with guarded thoughts. I bless your hands with purposeful work. I bless your path with light at the pace you can walk. You will not miss me by accident when your heart is set to obey. I am the shepherd who knows how to lead you, the father who knows how to comfort you, the friend who knows how to speak to you in ways you can hear. As you rise from this moment, do 3 simple things to honor what I have sealed. First, thank me. Gratitude builds a landing pad for grace. Second, write the next obedient step I highlighted and take it within the next day. Small, faithful, real. Third, return to me tomorrow. Consistency turns encounters into lifestyles. These are not heavy demands. They are light yokes that keep you near me. You have not been interrupted to be teased. You were interrupted to be turned. And you have turned. From trembling uncertainty into settled peace. From survival into expectation. From wandering into direction. Remember this. You cannot outsin my mercy, you cannot outrun my love, and you cannot outwait my faithfulness. I call you mine, I call you steady, I call you ready. Walk now with confidence, walk now with peace, walk now with me. I am with you when this ends, and I will be with you when the next scene begins. Listen for me, in the quiet, in my word, in the counsel I send, in the alignment that meets you. I will finish what I started in you. My seal is upon this moment. My blessing rests upon you. Go in peace, beloved, and live what you have just prayed.